do with exact number.
Killy was 45.
Well, they also got Terrell Vora, I believe. So, let's see. Wait. Offensive, meh. Defensive, not too bad.
I would say if this was up near 48, I might be more comfortable with it. But at 43 percentage, taking no three pointers, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's. I wonder what did I say over here about him? I had him a light. I had him as a. He's okay as a backup.
Yeah, he's not he's not doing well as a starter. I don't know if the pressure's getting to him or maybe he's just not meant to start. But whatever it is, he's not doing as well as another player in that position. And when he's getting nearly the same amount of minutes as the defensive player of the year, you have a problem. Because this isn't a problem of him not getting enough minutes to show his potential. He is more than shown. So, got 2,000 minutes to do something like this. You're going on to bench.
Yeah.
All right. So, how do we feel about San Jose after reading them all the way from top to bottom?
They definitely need a good power forward because, as we've been saying, it's like, well, Miguel is probably either Miguel or Tua could be your backup center, unless you want to like.
And
You could fit them into the four potentially.
Yeah.
and they have 4 more spots left to fill. I would say find a power forward, resign Blythe, and
based on how many pure centers they have, they probably should go for like a true forward that's just taller, as opposed to someone that can also play center. Because you don't need more people that can play center. You have that position covered.
Yeah, you don't need any more bigs. You got plenty of bigs. You just need a solid forward that could play power forward. Maybe another forward that could play small forward just as like a deep reserve potential bench backup, maybe.
Again, I don't know how Jonah was, but they definitely also need a backup point guard.
Yeah. Get a couple backups to back up your stars and your benches, and you might have the potential to be a really good team this year.
Okay, so we're done with the Mountain Division. So
No, the Pacific Rim.
Or Pacific Rim Division.
Giant robots and giant kaiju. That's all you have to remember.
So, of these 4 teams, who do we think is going to win the division?
I'd have to say, just looking at it right now, Hawaii.
I would have to go with a toss-up between... I'm going to have to go with what I said earlier. Toss-up between Hawaii or San Jose.
I'm going to say it's going to have to either be a toss-up between either Hawaii or Alaska, because Alaska has better guards,
yeah,
but Hawaii has much better.
Back front court. They would dominate.
Yeah, if Alaska can find if they can get a really good big, then they might be good. It might edge through. If they can get like a star quality power forward or center, they're good. It's just, yeah, someone's been erasing my yellows over Alaska.
That wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Well, we've been all on that.
We've been all color coding everything.
Yeah, it's just that some of the characters have had their color coding removed.
So I think I'm going with Alaska on this one. I agree that if they can fill those last positions with the right players, they've got a really good standing.
Yeah, just don't fill it with big first, please. Guys, I'm talking to you directly. Please don't fill them with any more bigs. You have enough. You don't need any more.
Yeah, get some smaller players in there.
For which team? Hawaii or
Alaska?
Alaska needs big.
Yeah.
No, they don't. They already have.
They have a lot, but who's their starter?
They don't have good big. They need good bigs.
They don't have anyone on par of Tate and Scooney.
Hell, they don't have anyone. Hell, here's an idea, San Jose. Trade DeWitt to Alaska. Try doing that. Maybe the Colts wake up. He's gotten too complacent over here on the beach, spending too much time playing his cards.
All right, so
So what is
shall we
our
move on
final
to-
tally?
I'd say my ranking is Hawaii, Alaska, San Jose, Santa Ana. That's what I'd say for right now.
Hawaii, Alaska, San Jose, Santa Ana. But Alaska and San Jose would probably be a tie. It would depend on what final moves they make in free agency would alter which one would be on top of the other.
Blue?
I'm going with Alaska, Hawaii, San Jose, Santa Ana. No particular reason.
Like, I'm gonna say Hawaii simply because I think if Alaska had like a star quality power forward or star quality center, they would probably edge out Hawaii. But yeah, I'm gonna say Hawaii, Alaska, San Jose, and then just or Santa Ana and then San Jose, because San Jose just has too many issues. Next division.
Okay. The next division, which is the
I think this is the mountain.
the Mountain Division. Starting off with the Edmonton Totems, aka the team with one too many draft picks this year and drafted one of the surprises of the draft.
That was not the one who made draft picks. That was our favorite Tide.
Oh yeah, the controversial second pick.
Oh yes, the fun pick. Oh, that was fun to commentate over.
I loved it.
Oh, Dappermont.
Or boat department, as people kept calling them.
Yeah. Boat department.
Yeah, Bo told me he had interest in getting Bo Dappermont, so I was like, okay.
If he buys like a boat department now, I think his whole life shall be set, and he shall be marketable.
It'll be a very
Just
marketable
buy
player.
a store for boats. Buy a boat store. Just do it. Do it.
It'd be a worthy investment. Oh, so that's where we're at, Don Wynn. Okay. So we got boat department. What should they give? Ew. This is a team that I'm looking at closely this year to see what they might do with their new players and hopefully maybe make some adjustments with some of their older players. Maybe Lucas and his boyfriend. Sorry. Coughs.
Is there like a number, something that we can put for all these people who are below 10% on the 3-pointers? God damn, that's a problem.
Yeah, for Red Dawn. And again, to remind people, if they actually have a number in this column that says at least 10% of their shots are for 3.
Yeah, Red Dawn cannot make 3-pointers. She's a dunker, if anything else.
Which is weird considering her height.
She's a short panda. Red
As,
panda.
I think she's almost the
Wow.
minimum height, isn't she? Or is she like 5'5"?
She's like 5.
I know the minimum height is 5'4". I don't remember if she's at the minimum height or just above it.
I think she's like an inch below, either an inch below or an inch added. Let me look her up.
Anyway, One good note for Edmonton right now, they're pretty good on point guards. They have Red
Yeah,
Dawn, they have Kasa Jelenchka, they have Ivor Drake. All of them are good at point guards.
she is 5'5".
So yeah, 1 inch above the minimum.
Good for you. You can get under players' feet, but you'll be swatted by the basket all the time.
Go for the knees. Go for Dan Kuvianik's knees. They're the weakest link. Sorry, everybody.
That was
And I know it's a guard, so we don't care as much, but 107 defensive rating on Sweetser.
And a bad three-point shooting percentage makes this player a liability.
Well, it's not too bad, but yeah, it's definitely not a good one.
When combined with this as well, that makes me scared. That's like a big no-no.
I don't see him as quite up to the level of never use him, but keep him at the minutes he's at.
And just don't give him the ball to shoot. Because he's going to try and shoot from three-point and not do you that
Well,
well.
99.9 offensive rating means he's an average offensive player. So, like I said, just keep him at the minutes he's at. 569,
Yeah.
That's good. He's good to stay
He's a
there.
reserve.
And then
He's a reserve
tell
slash
him
deep
to-
reserve
just tell
player,
him to
so
stand at the back and wait for the ball to come back up the court because he's not going to do you any good on defense. Just tell him to cherry pick because he's not going to do you any good on defense.
yeah. Plus, he's also a reserve slash deep reserve player, so yeah, keep him there. And tell him not to shoot 3-pointers.
Yeah. Well, tell Red Dawn to not to shoot 3-pointers more, though. If Red Dawn didn't shoot 3-pointers, her offensive rating would probably be easily over 110.
Easily. And, and everything else would improve on her too, including her EWA.
So all things considered, Ivor Drake is easily their best point guard right now. Hervonen is probably still their best shooting guard. So who would we have as their backup point guard? Would that be Casa or would that be Red Dawn?
I would say...
Both.
Honestly, I would say potentially Red Dawn could be a potential backup point guard, perhaps. Because I believe she was.
Because it's sort of interesting is that those two will probably be fighting for I'm just going to call it the first bench, but it's benches 1 through 3.
Casa could go to shooting guard because she has the better shooting numbers.
Yeah, I could agree to that.
Who do we think is going to be their starting power or small forward?
I would honestly say
Hicks.
Hicks is old.
Doesn't matter how old you are if you can still play.
I know Lenny Hicks has been around a while though. Wait, do they even?
Well, the main problem with old is the fact that if he's over a certain threshold, these stats are going to be worse next year.
2003.
So yeah, he's getting old. I can maybe see, based on what I'm looking, there's definitely a lot of room for Baxter to be the starting small forward by the end of the year.
Unless, Edmonton wants to pull another Philly and decide to just put Bo at the small forward.
Yeah, Baxter could probably be their potential small forward, I would say.
But we're not going to put it here because, obviously, no numbers. He could be a flop. We don't know.
You mean like this guy up at the top? Crosby Sutters? Kind of a problem when you have a negative win. When you have a negative EWA and you're one of 2 people on your team who does.